DJ VLAD.
Yeah, come on.
Lashed out at G Herbo. So if anybody know the backstory, Vlad says when G Herbo was on the come up, he did a bunch of interviews with him. After G Herbo blew up, he claims G Herbo didn't want to do any more interviews with Vlad, right? So G Herbo went and did an up and coming podcast, a small podcast, after declining DJ Vlad's invite to do another interview. So instead, he went and did this smaller podcast interview that only did like less than 1,000 views or something. Something
it's probably
like
more
that,
by
right?
now.
Probably more than that by now. But he also did Shannon Sharp. He also did some other larger interview platforms, which Vlad didn't have a problem with. He had a problem with him doing the smaller platform because he feels, hey, I'm bigger than him. I'm entitled because I helped you on your come up. Why don't you want to do interviews with me anymore? He actually called him a lame. So what do y'all think about
First
this?
off, hit the button for me. Hit the button for Herbo, man. Because what Herbo just did is what we've been talking about for a long time about how niggas don't come to certain platforms and stuff like that. And what Vlad is, he's saying he's not offended, but he's offended because he's basically trying to say you put him on. Herbo like, nigga, you ain't put me on. For one, Herbo Music put him on. Ever since Vlad been getting his pink ass in front of that camera, his views started to go less and less down. Yeah.
He started wanting to be the star of the show.
But what I'm getting at is that what Herbo is doing right now by going to do that with the dude that's unknown, this is what we talk about, like people coming to other platforms and helping to keep it in the community. And this is a step of taking the culture back, in my opinion. In a sense, because if you start, how many people stop going to Vlad, start going to different places? And then what? There is no more Vlad. Vlad gonna be screaming out, crying like he's doing.
Bro, we said that like 2-3 years ago.
That's what I'm saying though, but what Herbo been doing, he been doing solid real nigga shit, in my opinion, from me watching this story. Like you said, he's been there. I understand Vlad is like, you feel more obligated, like, oh, you should come here first before you go there. It ain't about the numbers all the time for everybody. It ain't always about the money for everybody. And he's showing that. Like you said, it only did 700-800 views. It don't matter. He's still G Herbo when he steps outside, no matter who platforms he goes to.
But Herbo also said he didn't even know who Vlad was or what the platform was when he went. He said his team set it up. So I think the part Vlad is missing, Herbo didn't know about all the accusations of Vlad asking police shit and then people going to jail over Vlad shit and then these rappers dying after they do Vlad. He didn't know none of that backstory.
Nah, it's a bag here. We're going to land in this city. Let's go get this bag.
Right. So once he was doing them interviews, people probably started hitting him up like, hey, you know, whoa. Then he's seeing it happen and go, damn, I didn't even know all that. I'm not fucking with that. Even though he did it the first time. Vlad just feels like once you came the first time, I'm entitled to you for life. It's like, nah, that shit don't work that way, bro. They really feel like they own these rappers and they own the culture.
Even if
shout out to Herbo.
Even I agree with that, but it's like, how you just know I ain't busy? You feel like because I went to this person's platform, because yours is bigger. That's the first thing he said. They didn't even do no numbers. They didn't even do this or do that. Like, how you know he ain't just want to help this man out? How you know he ain't just want to help his platform?
Did you hear the clip, Short?
No, I heard it, but I'm gonna play devil's advocate, man. I think I'm happy what G Herbo did, but you know, scratch my back and I scratch yours, man. If I did you a solid when you was on the come up, man, I expect you to kind of return the favor if I'm setting up an interview for you. Now, again, I understand about the culture vulture. I laugh. I agree everything what you're saying, but at the point is, if I'm doing you a favor, if I'm looking up for you when you were on the come up, bro, when you get big, man, toss me a solid. It's not necessarily he tossing him a solid, but it's like kind of like, bro, now we kind of on an even playing field. Let's continue to conduct business now. Let's do bigger numbers. Let's make it bigger and better. I'm part of the hip hop culture.
Multiple with him,
huh?
You think he's done a couple with him?
But now this is what I'm asking though. Do you expect me just to jump every time you need me? Now that my schedule is busy, or did I tell you I was never gonna do another interview for you for life?
No, he declined. He said he's not fucking with Vlad.
At all?
Yeah, he said like his platform is some police shit. He cool. He don't like what Vlad represents, and that's what I'm saying. When he did it the first time,
he probably didn't.
He didn't know. Now that he has the information that he has, for him, he don't like what he represents. So you can't really be mad at that. I do agree with you though. Scratch my back, I scratch yours once we build that relationship. But
if I find out if I come to find out because if I find out you a rat later, then it's like, oh no, I can't fuck with you. I didn't even know this thing.
I mean, that's your personal beliefs.
Giving new information, I can change.
I'm saying that's probably what Herbo is looking at.
Like, what you think, Collie?
I think it's a little contradictory for Vlad to want somebody to fuck with him off the strength when he's built a career off of kind of being exactly what he's accusing G Herbo of being right now, which is somebody who got on and then said, fuck it. Right? I'm For me and me only, every man for himself.
You ain't in the hood doing
so-
no more vlogs
So
and none of that.
yeah, Vlad, he's gonna get the interview and make you incriminate yourself. He's gonna post the shady shit. He's gonna diss the minister and not apologize. He's gonna do all these things and not really give a fuck about how you actually feel or the real life side of it because he's just getting ahead and it's more numbers. So if G Herbo, which I don't think that's what he's doing, like that's not his intent, but that's what's happening, is that he was with you when he maybe had less numbers and he was less famous, and now that he's big, he sees what you are and he really doesn't need you. So it's the exact same thing that he's done to people over and over and over again. Now he's getting a taste of his own medicine. He don't like it.
I just feel like you're going to do that any podcast you go on, whether it's Bootleg Kev, whether it's The Breakfast Club, whether it's Power 106, whatever you are, they're going to ask you the tough questions depending on who you are. Now, if you're saying that, you know, he's entitled maybe because he's white, I can see how that can be kind of looking like, yeah, he's a white dude. He feel like he's entitled, kind of put that negative stereotype, but he's already in the hip hop aspect. It's not like he's brand new into it.
No, you seem entitled when you get the name and all these other rappers.
It's just
that you
business. Business doesn't buy friendship.
It's entitlement when you get on there and say, well, I done this for you, X, Y, and Z. So you should automatically just come back and fuck with me.
And
then
he's wrong for that.
You brought up Big Sean. You brought up all these other rappers that didn't double back for you. Like
he said he was okay. He said, I'm okay with that.
But he's lying because once you say it,
Yeah.
that's showing that you feel
That's
some type of way.
emotional. But I do feel this, though. I do feel this. If I did put you on a come up and you come up and you blow up, whatever the case may be, I don't feel like you should jump when I call you. But if I really do need you, I feel like you should be there for me. Whether if it's like say hypothetically VLAD was to be doing bad on views, doing bad on numbers, on money. Hey, bro, look, it's kind of tough. Bro, if you get on my platform, it'll boost my numbers back up. You know, remember that time I looked out for you? I really need that right now. Like,
I'm going to go out on a limb and say that Vlad is even overthinking or overstating the impact he had on G Herbo's blow.
okay, yeah. He's overinflating his ego about
that.
that.
That's me personally.
You grabbed Herbo
exactly.
because he was
Yeah.
hot. You didn't grab him because he was nothing.
Yeah.
So all of that, I made you. Even
That's how
that
you
in
even
itself
really
is
disrespect a
like,
man.
this is what we're
I
talking
made
about.
you. His music made him, and that what brought him to you.
I
But
think
business don't buy friendship. You can't, and this is what I'm saying. What friendship has a business transaction bought somebody or bought Vlad, right? Like, has somebody been able to give Vlad a business transaction and in return get a real life friend, somebody that will do a favor? No. So you can't expect that
let me ask
on
you
the other
something,
end.
'cause I hate to go this way. So you said, like you said, scratch my back, scratch your back, and now they at this point. So should Kendrick still be scratching Drake back?
How's he doing that though?
I'm saying, should he? Before all this happened, should they ever be in this space? Because things can change over time, is what I'm saying. We watching something change over time with Herbo and the way he feels.
I think they did scratch each other back because then they made hits together on each other
You know
on
what I'm
both
saying?
albums.
Drake
so
took him on tour. Drake put him on his
he
album
did that,
and all that.
and then Drake put
So they
him on
should've
his
been locked
album,
in
and
forever,
Kendrick put him on it. They should be, but again, deep down inside, if he really don't like somebody, he just he did what he had to do to get ahead.
But this the thing. Herbo said he does not like what he represents.
That's what I'm saying.
It's not like we had a fallout or anything. I did not have the information of how you run your platform, the type of questions you ask people when certain things are going on. This person died, you hurry up, re-upload the clips, like fuck the family.
You doing
Let
this
me
to
get the
my
views.
people.
Or
Yeah.
whatever the case. And then I'm seeing you, like you said, F Farrakhan, this and that. I'm not apologizing. The whole Marlon Wayans thing. Then you try to downplay his whole career. Then he go with Shannon Sharp, break all kind of records. It's just, I'm sitting back seeing the way that you handling my culture. I don't rock with that. So no hard feelings. I'm cool. You still doing numbers and making money off my old interviews. Cool, but I'm not obligated to keep coming back. People feel like they own you because we did business deals. Let's be real. I did an interview. You got paid. I got promotion, but you made the money off the interview.
And you still making more money as the bigger I get.
Residual.
And you still own. You can still
The
re-upload
residual.
those clips.
Yep.
Anytime something happened with me, your platform re-upload clips and do money again. So I could feel both sides. I could see if Herbo just said, I'm up now, fuck you. That's a little different. Then I feel you a culture vulture and don't really fuck with my people for real. So I'm cool. They're on the come up. Let me go help my people. Why are you upset that I'm helping them? Because you said, oh, the views, the views, the views. So at this point, nobody who does no views should ever get a big artist on their platform, according to Vlad.
no,
Can you even
Which is
feel,
what's wrong with the culture anyways.
Yeah. Now, can you even feel bad for Vlad, like you just said, if he's a culture vulture, if it gets done to him? That's all I'm saying is like, I just don't
can't.
see the point of you crying. Like, nobody really wants to hear
Nah,
that
that's
shit.
facts. You tell people no, and we see what happens every time. And it's not even that. It's like, Vlad, you got so many other people you could be focused on. Or this could have been just conversation you could have had with Herbo offline. Everything is so much for the internet. He basically went on there and cried about it too.
And then you got to think,
he like, I'm gonna make a bag off of him by speaking on him. Like, that's what he thinking.
Herbo's hood is in a lot of RICO talk right now. Somebody from his hood just got backdoored by somebody else from his hood. And this is a week after the dude who got man down banned G Herbo from his hood. Said G Herbo can't come back. Week later, dude get man down.
And what's the odds of Vlad want to hear up and get an interview?
And now all of a sudden you want to interview me while all this is going on, and I'm not even really trying to answer them type of questions. And I know your whole platform is based off asking these questions, so Vlad's not even looking at it that way, because you got all these bloggers saying, "Oh, G Herbo dropped a bag on dude in his hood because one of his big homies, the one who did the hit, he got caught on camera. Dude already in jail already."
Right, the nigga that was talking crazy about Herbo now, and then
the nigga talking crazy about Herbo
I know he got man down. Yeah, but what I'm saying is, even with that, like you said, all of a sudden you come, that's probably a red flag to him, nigga. You know, I know you know what's going on the internet. Even if I had something to do with it or didn't have something to do with it, I know you gonna bring it up.
Vlad just made a bag doing a little 6ix9ine interview. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is, Vlad is an opportunist. He don't care at this point. He realized, we just talked about this earlier, the negativity he can get is gonna bring the views. And who's watching this? Unfortunately, our bullshit ass community, bro. They go to the bullshit, they go where the drama's at, and that's where he's getting it at. So he realized he has a niche. Anytime it's drama, anytime it's gonna be any type of negativity, he's gonna bring them on and ask them the most uncomfortable questions so he can get those views, bro.